Hello all, we are here to propose a new school-based public produce program, also known as PPP, to the Queensland Department of Natural Resources and the Department of Education. We have created PPP to facilitate local growth in the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. We all need to make Queensland cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient and sustainable. Current accessibility to local fresh produce is a major issue in Queensland. Residents are unaware of local food producing gardens and may be unable to access them. Subsequently, problems such as local inclusion, resource efficiency, mitigation and adaptation to climate change in Queensland are disregarded. Current mental and physical well-being of all Australians is also a crescive concern in 2020. Individual well-being needs to be targeted at the local scale. Uninformed Australians must know the extensive benefits associated with participating in local food production. We need to inform all Queensland communities about their potential positive impact. Without successful education and awareness in our local communities, current unsustainable food production will be viewed as a limitless resource. We need to inspire and enlighten local communities throughout Queensland to grow their own food, for themselves and others, wherever possible. The PPP will cooperate with local schools, staff, students, and families of students, volunteers, and the local government, therefore including a diverse range of users and results in healthy, sustainable communities across Queensland.
We have reimagined the concepts of urban food production and sustainable land use to come up with an entirely new, supersized garden initiative. Our public produce programs will be established on viable public school land to maximise accessibility and food productivity, as well as awareness and exposure to food producing environments. We are working hand in hand with the Queensland Department of Natural Resources and the Queensland Department of Education to safely integrate the PPP initiative into schools, with student-led programs to gain an appreciation for food origins and promote better learning outcomes. The public produce program will be all-encompassing, with large-scale green space to grow healthy food and for community participants to come together and share design and nature-based experiences. The large scale of our public produce program is conducive to creating food security for all, with aims to grow enough food to supplement the lack in primary food systems and increase the fruit and vegetable intake of the wider community. As a sustainable land use strategy, the public produce program will also have myriad benefits to the wider community, including improved physical and mental health, reducing expenditure on food, strengthened local identity and community networks, and numerous environmental improvements.
The Public Produce Program is an intervention that is active in working toward the Sustainable Development Goals, the world's largest corporate sustainability initiative that aims to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure all people enjoy peace and prosperity by 2030. The PPP's primary goals are set up to work towards achieving SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities. Our initiative achieves both under targets 11B and 11.7 by striving to utilise the 1,280 government school sites across Queensland. As a provision of 11B and 11.7, the initiative's inclusive nature works towards a solution accessible for anyone across thousands of communities. It is envisioned that our project will activate relationships between young and old through collaboration in growing and maintaining nutritional produce in Queensland schools. Our approach to farming means communities will develop better local food security for current and future generations, whilst ensuring that there is increased availability of fresh fruit and vegetables. The United Nations predicts that 75% of people will be living in cities by 2030, meaning the impact the PPP has on resource availability is substantial. The Public Produce Program provides Queensland communities with access to food-producing landscapes and local nutritional produce, therefore minimising food waste and reducing emissions. This provides a resilient solution to global climatic concerns, as outlined in 11B. As a response to the Sustainable Development Goals, we are working alongside the government to instill a program in making Queensland cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient and sustainable. The PPP is engaging communities in a solution that is producing fresh produce in an environment statistically proven to enhance physical and mental well-being.